Okay, so voice messages. Been meaning to do this one for a while to explain it, because part of these videos was about like reconnecting with people. So I have been reconnecting with a lot of you, and some of you, the voice message thing is new to you. Some people have sent me their first voice message. They're like, "Oh, okay, I'm going to try this." Um, yeah, so that's cool. I mean, I like that. I guess the reason why I did it originally, well, when that functionality was available, was because I could get more data across. I know that's a robotic way of thinking about it, but it's kind of like when people say a picture tells 1,000 words, right? So, I could type you something, but if you hear my tone, if you hear the inflection, like in my voice, I feel like I'm getting my point across. Um, Also, my mind moves a lot faster than my fingers when I'm typing. So I will just, press record and just start, verbal diarrhea. Just start talking and start trying to get out what I'm trying to say. Sometimes I figure out what I'm trying to say when I'm saying it, kind of like these videos, right? Um, I feel like, yeah, the storm of thoughts, like Musk has talked about that. But yeah, there's just like a storm of ideas and thoughts and stuff, and it's just easier to just start talking and to get it out. Even Nikola Tesla, I think, I don't know if these stories are true, but like he would have ideas about inventions and stuff, and he would have to quickly draw them and write them down because it would just like go like that. Um, yeah, saying it out aloud just kind of gives it more clarity for some reason. I mean, you can kind of sound, well, you can kind of hear how stupid you sound, really, when you're saying it out loud. And I've done that. I've done that to some of you might know. Like, I'll talk and then I'll be like, wait, no, that was dumb. I'll still send it though. But it's just, yeah, I just find it easier. It's not always the best, I do admit. I can lose my train of thought. So what I've started to do a bit more recently is type in voice message, because then I get lost in what I've said, especially these conversations that go, over multiple days, weeks, if not months. And that's the other thing, like just listen when you can. I'm not phased about late replies and stuff. Never apologize for late replies. I'm looking at you right now. Never apologize for late replies. With me, anyway. I prefer to you reply. I prefer you to reply when you can. I don't want you to reply with a simple text or a few words while you're out and about, when you're with friends or family or at work and stuff. Like, I'm not a big fan of small talk, chat, whatever. I'm not going to ask you about the weather and stuff, even though it's a big topic in Melbourne. Um, yeah. So I kind of do it, because I know you're not going to be able to listen to it when you're out and about and stuff. So that's why I do it. um, I think it just promotes like a deeper conversation, really. Um, Also, I find it that when I am replying, because I'll reply in chunks when I am typing, right? And I don't know if many of you know, but it just does my head in when I start typing, but I haven't finished that thought, and then you start replying. And I guess I could just write one massive paragraph and then send it, but I do find those massive paragraphs kind of a bit overwhelming to read anyway as well. So I like each message is a point, and you can react now these days. You can react to that specific point or reply to that specific point, or I can reply to that specific point. So I like doing them in chunks. So the voice message, well, you can't instantly see that and start replying, so you got to listen to it, and you can speed it up if you want. That's fine, and you can re-listen to it and make sure you understand what I'm saying, and I can understand what you're saying. I think that's pretty much it. Okay, I am leaving out one bit. I'm a bit reluctant to talk about it, but I will. It really started with dating apps. Yeah. So, uh, yeah, I'm stalling a bit. All right. So, brown people, we don't really get a lot of love on dating apps. Like, that's not like I'm not making that up. Like, I've seen profiles that have straight up saying no bleeping bleeps. So I feel like once I am able to send voice messages, because normally you can't do them on the apps. Maybe you can now. It's been a while. But I usually, once I exchanged numbers and I got them, on WhatsApp or on Facebook Messenger or something, I was able to send a voice message, and things used to progress better, let's just say, after I'd send a voice message. And I think it just shows, you can hear my voice, you can see how I talk and how I react. I think it just gives you a lot more info than just some random photo and me just typing. So that's kind of where it came from. And I think another point, it was more about the comment section. I remember posting it, this is ages ago. Someone pulled me up on it. And they're like, oh, you just want everyone to do voice messages like you. But I was saying something along the lines of like, if the comment section was actually voice messages, there wouldn't be as much, I don't know, vitriol and shit talking in there. Because people would have to actually talk and say it out loud and put it out there. And people would have to actually click on it and listen to it. And hopefully they could actually understand what the other person is saying. So many times I see arguments of people talking and typing and stuff, and then you realize they're arguing two different points. Like, they don't actually understand what the other person's saying. They're kind of talking at each other or over each other, as opposed to, well, to each other. But I guess that's the culture of just trying to win, I guess. I think that's it. Yeah, I just send voice messages. I like it. I like to convey more data and more information, and it does. It helps me talk. It helps me communicate. It's like practice, right? Especially during that whole isolation kind of phase I was in, getting a bit too robotic, kind of forgot how to talk to people. So it also helps with that. So yeah, anyway, that's it. I'll talk to you later, and yeah, peace.